Have y'all seen that trend going around with the sound that's saying, well, how hard can it be? Boys do it. If you haven't, I'm going to put a compilation of videos together showing you some of the things that women are doing that are typically, I guess, boy or man type of jobs that are traditionally in the boxes that check for boys. And I'm also going to show you some of the comments. There are lots of butthurt comments on these posts, and they definitely made me chuckle.
Do it. And then I said, how hard can it be? Boys do it. And that time it hit me in my chest, and I was like, oh my God, that is so real. That is so real. It's just too real. So how hard can it be? Boys do it. And I said, how hard can it be? Boys do it. And I said, well, how hard can it be? Boys do it. And then I said, how hard can it be? Boys do it. Well, how hard can it be? Boys do it. And then I said, how hard can it be? Boys do it. And I said, well, how hard can it be? Boys do it. And then I said, how hard can it be? Boys do it. And I said, well, how hard can it be? Boys do it. And then I said, how hard can it be? Boys do it. And then I said, how hard can it be? Boys do it. And I said, boys do it. And I said, well, how hard can it be? Boys do it. And then I said, how hard can it be? Boys do it. Boys do it. And that time it hit me in my chest, and I was like, oh my God, that is so real. That is so real. It's just too real. So how hard can it be? Boys do it. I said, well, how hard can it be? Boys do it. And then I said, how hard can it be? Boys do it. Well, do it. And I said, well, how hard can it be? Boys do it. And then I said, how hard can it be? Boys do it. I said, well, how hard can it be? Boys do it. And then I said, how hard can it be? Boys do it. And I said,
So this man says, boys not only do it, we invented it. It's easy to follow directions from what others have done. On behalf of all boys, you're welcome. I will like to put in, just to put out there that men created these boxes and barred women and girls from doing certain things and made things boy jobs and girl jobs, men professions and women's roles. So we have to break into these roles in order to even do it. And then I also love when these men take credit for things that other men have done, but they seem less willing to take credit for the destruction that men have done as well. Caribbean Princess says it's not really a flex when men historically excluded women from being able to do anything but be wives and mothers. In this day and age, a woman can do whatever she wants without being told no by a man for the most part. And we literally had to fight for that. So please keep your self deluded ideas of grandeur to yourself. It's embarrassing. And then Charlie says, if it's not that hard, then just do it for free. Because for some reason, they want women to continue down the path of unpaid labor. And I really, really want to know how often they tell men to do things for free. People do, for whatever reason, think that women are just supposed to wake up and, give and give and give. Unpaid labor is just supposed to be written into our descriptions. And to that, I say, no, hell no. Honestly, it looks great and you're doing great. It's true that men do home product projects and women typically don't, but it's not because of any gatekeeping. Is there is there not a way to encourage women without putting men down? Surely this can't be the greatest motivator of women trying new and challenging things. Yes, there's always been gatekeeping. And even when women do come into these roles, men will push women out with their sexism and harassment. Let's be for real. Um, Becca Ann says males put women down for literally everything. Perhaps you should work on that patriarchy rather than hating on women for reactions to being hated on. Yes, this is literally what women have to go through, and we are reacting. But, just saying boys do it, I can do it. They are really kind of sensitive to this in some of these comment sections. Boys do it, really? You really said that? That's misandry, babe. They really think that their little hurt feelings is misandry. This person says, she says, I think you need to revisit the concept and definition of misandry. And Dingo says, dislike of, contempt for, or ingrained prejudice against men, i.e., the male sex. Saying that I can do it because men do it is not prejudice. And then this person simply says, misandry hurts your feelings, misogyny hurts everyone. Tell me what this sounds like. Imagine a man making the same reel about a day in the OR without women. So, do we not see this same thing when Black people do something and a white person has to come in and say, so this one was on the woman who is an OR doctor. This person says, imagine a man making the same reel about a day in the OR without women. And then she says, well, that's like 80 to 90% of the rooms. So, and then he says, do they also post unprofessional commentary about gender on social media? And she says, I can think of a lot more unprofessional things on social media, including sexual harassment, a hostile work environment, and discrimination. These people are really, really butthurt over women, understanding that women are not always in the room, women are not always welcome in the room, and that there are some things that women have to overcome, and we can be proud of these accomplishments. Andrew says to the female engineer, mad respect for you and what you do, but since I was a child, I found really sad and obnoxious the whole sex war thing. I hope that one day people can understand that every person who comes to this earth is equal and has great potential. That is really, really great and profound that Andrew can say that. But I really wonder if he has said this to the powers that be that are typically men that have kept things unequal, and him being sad about women attempting to create a more equitable foundation for other women. It's just getting him in the feels. Your female engineer says, absolutely, I'm 1000% with you. For me, folks should be able to do what they want and not be afraid to have a stigma behind it. However, until we get to that point, pointing out the disparities is how we bring it to the forefront. My goal is one day to not have to talk about gender in careers, but until then, we have to raise our voices to get to that equality we all strive for. I really appreciate your comment. She was being very, very um, gracious in her response to that man. This is about the woman that has the saw. He says, had men spend hundreds of years dying and refining it so she could do it for a 30-second reel. Yeah, we're inferior, all right. So butthurt over this woman pulling out this saw and being a badass. She's also in the comments really explaining and talking like she knows what she's doing. And I wouldn't doubt it for a moment that she knows what she's doing. But for some reason, men see these women on these reels with these big old saws, and they have to like explain something to them that they're doing wrong or that they could just do just a little bit different just to tweak it. All right, I'm gonna end it there. Jump in the comments, let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.